Like I said before, I am recording these videos the night before. And I'm doing it this way because there are so many conversations to have about the world of hockey at this time that I wanted to talk about in the channel, and that includes today's Canada-Finland and USA-Slovakia games. This video will be uploaded around the second period of Canada-Finland. I don't know what's happening in that game as I'm speaking into this microphone. It hasn't happened yet. But what I do know is going to happen as well is the USA-Slovakia semi-final game. That is a game between two of the top teams in their groups, the Americans and the Slovaks. Team Slovakia has a chance to do exactly what they did 4 years ago in Beijing: eliminate the Americans. And there's one guy at the center of it all who helped the Slovaks get the bronze medal back in 2022, who was a part of that team that was able to beat Team USA in 2022 as well. It is none other than Montreal Canadiens forward Juraj Slafkovsky. And if you know anything about me, you know I'm a Habs fan that loves my Habs guys. Yes, I live in Vancouver, and yes, I'm a primary Canucks fan, but the Montreal Canadiens are my number two, and they have been for years. Juraj Slafkovsky is playing at a level that I don't think Canadiens fans are too surprised to see, but it's a level that everybody else is surprised to see as well. Fans around the NHL said, hey, Slafkovsky's got 45 points in 57 NHL games. He's on pace for 65 points. That's a pretty good season. I mean, he's a first overall player, right? So he should probably get up and up and up over the years and eventually max out as a 70, 80 point guy if he does not want to be seen as a bust, right? But here's the thing about Juraj Slafkovsky. This number, 45 points in 57 games, the 65 point pace over 82, it's kind of misleading. It doesn't tell you the full story. It doesn't tell you how Juraj Slafkovsky went from a guy that was essentially a passenger with Suzuki and Caulfield, a facilitator of play that just facilitated the play to be kept alive, rather than a guy that would make the play happen himself. Slafkovsky was good on the boards. He could cut off breakouts, he could steal pucks and pass it back to the D and just do whatever he needed to do to keep the play alive. But when Slafkovsky got moved to the second line with Demidov and Oliver Kapanen, that's when we started to see this guy take his game to a brand new level. Juraj Slafkovsky was able to continuously drive play and do things that we had never seen out of him at the NHL level before. And it's why, if you take a look at his splits, the guy has been absolutely on fire the past few weeks leading into the NHL's Olympic break. And now, for Team Slovakia, Slaf opened the tournament up with 2 goals and an assist versus the Finns, 1 assist versus Team Italy, 2 points against the Swedes, a goal and an assist, and then an assist against the Germans, eliminating Leon Draisaitl. Yeah, that's right. Goodbye, Leon. So for Juraj, things have taken such a positive turn for him and his overall productivity that now he's one of the most productive players in the tournament. You can see it right here. Only Connor McDavid, Macklin Celebrini, Lucas Raymond, and Martin Necas have more points than Juraj Slafkovsky at this tournament, and Raymond and Necas have played an extra game. So if you go over to the Olympics and the point per game metrics over here, yes, McDavid, Celebrini, Raymond, they're 1, 2, 3. Slaf is right there at number 4. And as we had noted, it's only really Dalibor Dvorsky who's doing some pretty good work on Team Slovakia as well. Slaf is driving play, he's getting really positive results, and now you are seeing quotes like this be posted out there on social media. NHL writer Sean P. Rourke spoke about how Juraj Slafkovsky pretty much has the Olympic MVP case right now. He is the number 1 target for each team when they game plan. He doesn't care. He just produces. The Montreal Canadiens forward is the reason Slovakia is here. That can't be said about any other candidate. Look at the fit, man. Huh, what an absolute baller Juraj Slafkovsky is. And I have to go out there and agree. It's true that McDavid is so good. Lucas Raymond is super good. Martin Necas, fantastic. But amongst the teams that are still alive, who on any of these other squads right here between Canada, Finland, USA, and Slovakia, who has as much of an impact on their teams as Juraj Slafkovsky? There's nobody else. Like, you've got the Americans. Okay, Quinn Hughes, super important, right? Well, Austin Matthews is there. So is Jack Hughes. So is Brady. So is Matthew Tkachuk. So is everybody else in that team except for JT Miller and Vinny Trocheck. You can say they're all very, very talented, valuable players. You've got Kyle Connor as a healthy scratch. Team Canada? Don't even speak about Team Canada. If Connor McDavid has a night off, then you still have Nathan McKinnon. You still have Macklin Celebrini. You still have Cale Makar. You still got Mitch Marner. You got Nick Suzuki. And then Team Finland has a whole bunch of established NHL players as well. There's nobody in this tournament that's still alive that is more important to their team than Juraj Slafkovsky. And that's what Sean P. Rourke went out there and said. Take a look at some of these quotes from Juraj. This is all from an article posted on NHL.com. We can briefly skim over this, but the big quotes are right here posted on the subreddit. Slav says that I love it, that we have the youngest team. I like being underdogs. I like being young and just trying to prove ourselves. So far, it's been working. I want a medal. And that is absolutely the case here, Juraj. We mentioned it a few videos ago. All Slovakia has to do is win at least one more game, and they have a medal. If they lose versus the US, then that's okay. They can play Finland or Canada. If they beat them, then they get the bronze. That's what happened 4 years ago. But if they beat the USA, even if they lose in the finals, they still get the silver. So, of course, we recognize that sometimes silvers definitely hurt more than not getting any medals at all. Look at the Canadian women's ice hockey team from yesterday. Look at Kari Sakamoto yesterday. We see this happen in sport, but if there's anybody that's going to go out there and pull their team to greater heights and beyond in a way that we did not expect, I'd say that Juraj Slafkovsky is right in that mix. Take a look at this comment from here as well. He spoke about going back to the Olympic semifinals. This is even better. You've got the best players in the world over here. Us from little Slovakia, where we have 5 million people, we managed to be in the top 4 so far. It's great. We just want to keep working hard so we can get some medals. Dude, this guy is locked in. He wants a medal. And even though second place, silvers, loser syndrome does exist, as long as Slafkovsky and the Slovaks play their hearts out against the US, who knows, man? Anything can happen. And as a guy who lives in Vancouver, who cheers for the Vancouver Canucks, who also loves the Canadiens, who would love nothing more than to see the US absolutely crash and burn with JT Miller on that team, with Quinn Hughes not getting the success that he ever so desires, and to slight this USA team for not taking Cole Caulfield, there are ample reasons for fans to be rallying behind Juraj Slafkovsky and Team Slovakia. Take a look at the article. This will be linked in the description if you want to read it yourself. There are a whole bunch of quotes from Juraj. He says he wants a medal. Yeah, absolutely. That is the way things are going here. And then there's a write-up about some of the other guys here too. Dalibor Dvorsky, Adam Ruzicka, Pavel Regenda, Simon Nemec, Samuel Hlavash. We have so many young players, it is crazy, the goalie went out there and said. There are a number of guys that have been taking Slovakia by storm, but none other than Juraj Slafkovsky. And I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about his overall productivity, his play, whether or not this is a guy who can get things done, who can set to finish the job he seeks to fulfill? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.